Okay, so thank you guys for hopping on. We're going to keep these really short, simple, to the point. I don't know why I didn't do a Google Hangout, because really we're going to take a list and I'm just going to kind of heavily explain it for the next 8 weeks. So we might switch over to Google Hangout eventually. And that way it will automatically record. So I wanted to do these for those that, I want to mute everyone too. For those that say that they are a level 3 coach, that, you know, they're in it for the long run, that they are here to make a full-time income. And I wanted to kind of explain what I did to get there, and then kind of what I do now. So I will be uploading, and I know Sierra has it. I don't think I have shared it in a long, long time. But it's the 100,000, 100K earner checklist. And so I will send you guys the link for this. And then when we're done with this series, then you guys can use this as a tracker to stay on this goal. So these are going to be about 15 minutes long. And I will go over, I kind of broke it up in categories. So tonight we're going to talk about the no matter what you should be doing every single day, and then a little bit of reflection. And I know that we all can do reflection on our business. I know I can. I really think that anyone in this business, no matter who you are, can. So a couple of no matter what's. Working out to a program to completion. So doing a beginning to an end, and following it the way that it's intended. I'm not really big on, you know, like skipping, because if you do that, then it seems like you don't get as good as results. Unless you kind of already have like a nutrition background, and then it's a little bit easier. But for the sake of A, having a transformation picture, and B, you being the best version of yourself, then starting and completing a workout. So, you know, not doing a hybrid, like literally picking a program and doing it, using the containers, if you do the containers, whatever they do. That's number one. And sticking to the calendar as good as possible. We all, yeah, I was trying to like look at who all is on. We all have very busy lives. The majority of us have multiple children, work, spouses, all that kind of jazz. And so there are times where you just might not be able to get your workout in. But at least stick to the program as much as possible and try not to skip days, and especially don't go a while without actually plugging into a workout program. The second one is drinking Shakeology every single day. And I know that should be like a no-brainer, like why are we even talking about this? But I remember a time where I didn't drink it every day. And in turn, I felt like as if I was not being a product of the product, because I wasn't doing it. I wasn't drinking it every day. I didn't care for it. You know, I felt like I could do other things, like go shopping, or not go shopping, like, you know, go to McDonald's or whatever. So making sure that you are drinking Shakeology every single day. Also, replacing the majority of your supplements with the performance line, just because you are being a product of the product. It is really good product. It compared to what we've bought, even through Amazon, where we get it 10 times cheaper, the ingredients is just better. I mean, it just is. It's better for you. It tastes better. And in order to share this opportunity and what products have done for you, then I really kind of feel like that you should, you know, and use your discount. That's why it's there. Another one is do not go to bed without doing a power hour. I know you guys, the majority of you do multiple power hours throughout the day, but if you have a bad day, or you know, if you go, oh, I've gone all day and I have not focused consistently on my work, then before you go to bed that day, focus on 1 hour focus on your power hour for 1 hour, and that's it. And then go to bed and just do the bare minimum. But commit to that. Commit to at least an hour, 1 power hour a day. Set business hours. You are not Walmart, so don't work 24/7. And in order to keep a business going, you're going to have to actually work. So don't do 0 and don't do 24 hours. Actually set business hours. You know, if you do Sunday nights and you set it for the week and you set up your phone calls when you work out, when you're going to have family time, usually from 11 to 2, then we go to the pool every day. And it's just because the girls cannot sit here and watch me on a computer all day, and that's not fair for them. So set your time away from your computer and with your computer, and setting your priorities the way that they should be, so that when you start working, you don't feel like that you're a slave, and you also feel productive. You also don't want to be sitting at the pool on your phone unless that's your time to work. But when you're at family time, then make sure you're at family time, and don't sit there and, you know, work or go through Facebook. Success Club 5 or Success Club 10 is a no matter what, every single month. And no matter if you have 0 points, we're halfway through. No matter if you have 0 points right now, or if you have 4 or you've already made it, you should, no matter what, make Success Club 5 by the end of the month, every single month. If you don't make it, your team is not going to see it as a non-negotiable, and they're not going to make it. And in order to reach a 6-figure or a full-time business or elite or premier, you have to set that example of Success Club 5 and no matter what. Because that's where you get your points from if you know anything about elite or premier. You need your team to be making Success Club about at least 3 to 5 people a month as you're consistently building. So if they don't see that you're doing it, if they don't see that you're not creating that environment, then they're not going to see it as a big deal. So make sure that you set that this month, that it is a no matter what. You have to hit it. So these are kind of no matter what. Like, without saying, you should be doing this every single month, every single day. So now we're going to kind of talk about treating this business like a business, and kind of like what I said about your hours. A post came up on the 5-star wall, actually, I think today. And it really made a lot of sense, because for me, and I know Sierra and I have talked a lot, I basically took last year off. I mean, I played around in my business, I played around in my money, I played around in a lot of stuff, and I'm paying a lot for it now. I, you know, have a lot of debt now, and I'm basically rebuilding from 0. Because I did not treat my business like a business. I did not show up every single day. I kind of played around in downline, but I was not the leader that I was supposed to be. And I did not recruit the way that I was supposed to. And so for me, if I had a shop, then my business would have shut down. I would have tanked completely. And it was just because I coasted for so long. And if you're coasting, you're going downhill. You're not going up. You're not reaching your goals. When you coast in a car, you're coasting downhill. And that's what I did all last year. So I want you to really kind of think about that. Reevaluate yourself and reevaluate what you've been doing this year. It's June. I mean, this year is halfway gone. And so kind of look at what you've done in this last 2 quarters in this business of 2016. Where do you need to be stronger at? What have you been doing? What have you not been doing? Where do you feel like that you need to pick up the slack at? Where do you want to be at the end of 2016? And it's okay to sit here and go, I've played around another year. I don't know what I'm doing. I've not treated this the way that I should. So I want you to consider thinking about this as an actual building, that you show up every single day. And if you're not showing up every single day, then eventually your doors are going to close and your paychecks are going to become zero. And think about that, even though the salesman word is icky, we all sell things. Whether I know me and Mike have had tons of conversations about iPhones and Android phones. Mike is very passionate about Apple products because he loves the product. It's not that he works for him and that he's forced to sell me an Apple product. It's because he is that passionate. So I want you to think about that towards your Beachbody business. Are you really passionate about the products? Are you passionate about the business? Are you passionate about what this can really do for you, for your family, and for other people? If the passion's not there, you got to find it, or you got to do something about it. Whether that be find something or leave the company, I don't know. But you have to be 100% passionate about what you're doing and what you're selling so that you don't come off as a salesman mentality. That's the only time whenever you feel grossed out by a salesman is because they're not sharing why they love that product. Mike loves Apple. I know that he does. And if you don't love Shakeology, or if you don't love the supplement line, or if you don't love a workout out there, you better find one so that you can be passionate. Another thing is the business. This business can help in more than one way. It doesn't just help you financially. It helps you mentally. There was someone, I don't remember who else, it might have been someone on here, I don't remember, about how it's helped mentally a lot of people. That people want to be a part of something bigger. That it's not that the average person does not want to make a six-figure income. You guys showed up out of a ton of comments that said that they were level 3 coaches, okay? Only a handful showed up. So that says something. The average person does not want to make a six-figure income. They don't want to put in the work, and they just don't care about that. They want to be a part of something bigger. And if you offer the business in more than one way, like, look, we have friendships, we have accountability, we have support. It's not only helped me in this area, it's also helped me in other areas. That way, they can find a reason to be in this business. So making sure that you are really kind of sharing, you have the confidence and the passion in this whole company, in the products and in the business. So we're almost at our 15-minute mark. That goes really fast. And I think that's all I had. So reevaluate your business. Where have you been in the past 6 months? What are you doing? And where do you want to go? And if you want to use our team page for that, then set your goals out. I mean, lay it all out. I am very big on being 100% open and honest about what I have done and what I've struggled with and what I've accomplished in this business. And I want you guys to use the team page as that as well. It's nothing to be embarrassed about if you feel like that you have failed. I have failed. I have failed a ton. I have failed so much to where I had corporate call me last week and say, you have a veil of lack of confidence on you, and that's why you're not getting to where you want to be. And it's because of all the failures that I've had in the past year and a half of playing around and not reaching certain things to where it left me feeling vulnerable. So I want you guys to be 100% open and honest, because if you're not going to get to the next level. If you can't recognize the problem and what's going on and what you need to do, then you're not going to be able to take it to the next step. So I'm going to stop recording and use the team page. We will have these for 8 weeks. And so I've actually prepared the whole 8 weeks, which is a big accomplishment for me. Yes, clap. But so we have 8 weeks. I'm going to send you the checklist, and that way you can kind of go ahead and look over it. And then we're going to go through category by category, basically. That way by week 8, you're going to know how to build a full-time income if that's what you want to do, and as long as you stay consistent in doing it. We can completely rock out the end of this year. It's just going to take joint effort in the leaders and implementing that within the team. If we're not excited, they're not going to be excited. So you're going to have to put on your smiley face, put on every type of effort that you possibly can, and let's get through the rest of this year. So I'll post that, post your goals and your evaluation of yourself in the team page as well. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the night.